There are 7 hours of memory in her mind, but it's the 8th hour that terrifies her. Not because she forgot it, but because something else remembers it. Her name is Aira Menon, 27th, a forensic sketch artist for the Bengaluru police. She can draw your face from a 2-second glance. She's helped catch killers who'd vanished without a trace. But last night, she became the suspect in a murder she doesn't remember committing. They found the body in Cubbon Park. His name, Naveen Dev, an astrophysicist. Cause of death? Unclear. But his eyes were gone, as if scooped out. In his hand was a piece of paper, Aira's sketch of his face, and in the corner, her signature. But Aira swears she's never seen this man in her life. The police bring her in for questioning. The CCTV from her studio shows her working, focused, until 11:47 p.m. Then, static, for exactly 1 hour and 2 minutes. When the footage clears, she's on the floor, nosebleed, shaking, and a look in her eyes she can't explain. Not fear, something worse. Recognition. Her only ally is Detective Raghav. Smart, skeptical, and the only one who knows about her past. 3 years ago, during the 2022 Aurora event over South India, Aira was one of 14 people who claimed to lose time. They called it mass hysteria. But each of those 14 began hearing things weeks later. Frequencies, codes, numbers. And then, one by one, they disappeared. Aira thought she was the only one left. Until last night. She digs into Naveen Dev's background. He was researching low-frequency seismic waves beneath Bengaluru. Specifically, a repeating tone at 19.7 Hz, just below human hearing. He believed it was a message, coming from underground. His last email reads, "It's not from the stars, it's beneath us, and it's waking up." Aira begins hearing the tone, in her apartment, in the shower, in her head. She starts sketching obsessively. Faces, shapes, symbols, things she doesn't recognize, but that feel familiar. One night, her drawings change. The faces elongate, the eyes hollow, the mouths vanish. She tries to stop, but her hand keeps drawing. And at the bottom of the page, she writes something in a language she doesn't know. She types it into Google. Nothing. Then tries a codebreaker forum. One user responds instantly, "Don't say it out loud," and then he deletes his account. She returns to the park where Naveen died. In the dirt, she finds something odd. A strange circular image, exactly 8 feet wide. No footprints around it, no debris, just a perfect, clean circle, as if something had descended or emerged. A homeless man nearby watches her. He says, "They take the memory first, then the face." Her sketches grow darker. She draws herself, but not as she is. Paler, eyes fully black, standing beside her. Then she remembers the experiment 3 years ago, after the Aurora. She wasn't just a witness, she volunteered. It was a covert neurological trial, testing the brain's reaction to inhuman patterns, cognitive structures meant to interface with something not from Earth. She remembers the machine, the screen, and the whisper, not in her ears, in her thoughts. "You are the door." She confronts Raghav. She thinks he was part of it too, but he laughs it off until she says, "There were 14 of us. I counted 13 names. You were the 14th, weren't you?" He stops smiling. Aira runs. She drives south. The signal in her head grows louder. It's not random anymore. It's coordinates. 7.983 degrees north, 77.583 degrees east. Kanyakumari, southern tip of India, where land ends and the deep begins. At the edge of a cliff stands an abandoned lighthouse. Aira enters. Inside, it's not empty. A room with walls covered in sketches, her sketches, all from the 8th hour. She never lost that hour. It was stored here. On a tape, an old CRT monitor flickers to life. Her own face appears, talking, begging, screaming, saying, "Don't let it in. Don't look in the mirror. It wears your face." In silence, the mirror behind her flickers. She turns, and it's her, but not her. Pale, alive, mouth stitched shut. It raises a hand, mimics her every move, until she turns away. And it doesn't. Aira collapses. She wakes up in her motel, unaware how she got there. On the bed, a drawing of Detective Raghov, with black eyes. That night, he knocks on her door. Smiling, she hides the sketch. He steps in, closes the door behind him. She backs away. He says, "It's time to forget again, Aira." But this time, she remembers everything. She lights a match, drops it on the sketches. The paper burns, the signal screams, and for the first time in years, the noise in her head goes quiet. She vanishes that night. Police find the motel empty. Only one thing left behind, a sketch of a mirror and a face almost hers. Mouth sewn shut, eyes black, and a line beneath it. "If you lose an hour tonight, check the mirror. You may not be alone."